Hey everybody, how you doing? Kelly Johnston here from Kelly's Truck Talk, talking in my truck like I always do. I'm talking about stuff that is happening right now in the real estate business. I'm still working, I'm still busy. I gotta do it while I'm driving down the road. Hey, you know what? Today we're gonna talk about selling your house and how this translates. Like, as you as an agent selling your house, what would you do? And because you know what? I'm in the middle of selling my house right now. I'm actually going through that. And oh my goodness. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So it's unbelievable. But you know what? We're planned ahead. And we had a guy come out. We've been there almost in October, it'll be 9 years that we've been in this house. And we had a guy come out and he did the whole exterior with treatments on the roof, did all the exterior like trim areas, gutters, got rid of all the, a little bit of moss. We have that out here in British Columbia, and took care of that so it looks all beautiful and brand new. All the concrete surrounding the whole house has all been done and clean. Windows were all clean from the exterior. Everything was done. So paid a guy to come do that. Then we paid a guy to come out and tweak the landscaping, bring in new rock crush around it, add in some plants, tidy everything up, put a border around some of the areas. I don't know why I didn't do this stuff 8 years ago, but we just get busy. I keep thinking I'm going to have a day off and I'm going to work on it. I never do that. So I've always had to pay people. But you know what? That's trading time for dollars. I'm happy to pay people to do that, give them some business, support some local businesses, make some partnerships. The guy who cleaned the house, I had a really good conversation with him. I'm hoping one day we can do some reciprocal business and maybe he starts referring people to me. You never know, right? The guy who did the landscaping, he owns a landscaping company. He's also a client of mine. I've helped him in the past, and so I want to support his business. But anyway, next thing is we've been running around the house and getting some paint touch-ups done, and just little things. It's not like the house has been beat up, but it's just we want to freshen it, make it look real fresh when people come. And exterior doors, sometimes that door coming in from the garage, back and forth, people hitting it, kicking it with their shoes to get it to open or whatever, and kind of gets little marks on it that don't really clean off well. All that kind of stuff, right? Getting rid of some excess stuff in the storage room so people can see that it actually has a storage room that actually has capacity to store things in it and how big it really is and all that. Whoops, I got to get this exit here. Okay. We're thinking about all these things. We're making sure, because what we want to do is we want to show our property in its absolute best light. We've had to depersonalize some stuff, left a little bit there, but we had a big family wall of pictures and stuff, and so we took that down, cleaned up that wall, repainted it, and just put one picture there just to make it look nice. Things like that, right? Now, what we're doing is we're giving ourselves our best shot. Like, the marketing and all that kind of stuff to get people in the door is great, but once they get in the door, what are they thinking about the house? A lot of photos, a lot of videos can really make a property look pretty amazing and get someone excited, like super excited to come see this property. And if it's been sensationalized, right? Like there's those, kind of fake staging programs, that you can kind of put fake furniture in there. It's not really there. You can kind of tweak and edit the photos just to kind of make them look a little more sensationalized and all that, kind of bring some emotion into the picture. I mean, that's all good. But when people walk in the door, if they walk in the door and they look around for a second and they go, oh, it's not what I thought. As soon as they've done that, as soon as that has happened, you've lost them. That buyer's not buying that house. Or they're thinking of ways to hammer you on price, honestly. But if they walk in the door and they go, huh, this looks pretty good. This is actually nicer than I thought it was going to be. Or, yeah, this is fulfilling what I thought it was going to be. If that's going on in their brains, there's a super good chance, because what got them there, it's different now, guys. It's different now. People have a whole pile of information. They'll do a ton of research prior to even showing up to a showing now. And when they come to the house, is the product that they're interested in fulfilling what they wanted it to be or what they were hoping it would be? And so this is what we're going through selling our house right now. So we know what it's like. We experience, hey, it's a lot of work. And you know what? It costs some money. It costs some money. But you know what? We're going to get a return on that money. I'm sure of it. If nothing else, I'm going to feel really good, if nothing else, about the next person who comes along and buys the house. We're going to make sure it's professionally cleaned. It's going to be ready. It's going to be rebooted for these next people, because I want them to feel good about the experience. And they're going to enjoy and love this house like we've done for the last 8.5 years. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there as just another way to think about it, right? We want to make sure, but Russell Wilson, Seahawks quarterback, he just moved to Denver. Okay, back on track. Anyway, one of his sayings was the separation is in the preparation, right? How do you prepare for something? The separation is in the preparation. So if we prepare well, if we, get that place ready, if we do our part, sellers, right? Or realtors talking to their sellers and prepping them and kind of going, hey guys, before we go and chop down that tree over there, and gosh, we're looking at it, that's a big tree. That's probably going to take 4 hours to chop it down. Well, you better take the axe and sharpen the axe first. Spend 2 hours sharpening the axe, right? And that's kind of, spend a little money, spend a little time, prepare, get the place ready for that buyer so that they can feel super good about it. If they see a place and it looks like it's super well maintained, it looks clean and tidy and fresh, and they kind of look at it and go, gosh, this isn't a high maintenance place. I could really see myself living here because I could relax, because I'm not going to feel like there's a whole bunch of things I got to do to it. If we can give them that feeling, they're going to be excited to buy the place. They might even pay a little more money for it. There's probably a good chance they'll pay a little more money for it. And the other part of it is, if you're competing against another place that hasn't properly prepared, properly prepped, and it looks like, a little tired, what does that make someone think? Maybe it makes someone think, possibly, the internal thought is maybe these people didn't care about this place as much. That could be going on in their head. You don't know. Let's wipe all that out. Let's wipe out all possibilities of negative thought to creep in, right? The only negative thoughts are, I'm not sure if this is going to work for our family or how we're going to live in the home. And if they like it enough, and if it's fresh enough, and it's attractive enough, they may be even actually trying to talk themselves into it. They may go, honey, we could probably do without this, or maybe we could make this work. They'll start actually trying to talk themselves into it if it presents really well. So that's a little bit about selling and prepping to sell. The separation is in the preparation. That's it for today. Have a great day.